Today is Remembrance Day, and today is the day we are taught to remember those who have fallen to protect what necessities and lives we have today. Respect is only a part of Remembrance Day, and we ask that you please respect us and the fallen by remaining silent for our presentation. Thank you.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow.
Okay, that's enough of that cliche. We hear it every year, but do we learn anything from it? Soldiers die and people cry, but what does it all mean? In the world these days, Remembrance Day is remembered as the day the Great War ended, when World War I came to a halt and the world was in peace. But what about the other wars, the other 300 wars that have taken place since the start of the 20th century? Should we not also remember those? Sure, they weren't as grand as the world wars, but they were wars nonetheless. People fought and people died, but they had reason to do so, and they fought for what they believed in. They fought for the world to be a better place. To get a better understanding of our North Park community, we took it to the Commons and asked their opinions on the matter. Here are their voices.
Remembrance Day means remembering those who fought for us to make our country free today. The brave souls who gave their lives and the brave souls who gave their time and their energy to help our country. Thank you to those.
This is Mr. Gale, and when I think of Remembrance Day, one of the thoughts that comes most quickly to my mind is thinking about my father and where he was on D-Day, and he was on a minesweeper, clearing mines from in front of Juno Beach, which was just off the French coast. That was on D-Day in June 6, 1944, and probably one of the most difficult war days that Canada's ever experienced.
It doesn't mean anything.
Remembrance Day means that basically people take things for granted these days, and remembering our ancestors and what they did for the country, and basically, just saying that, paying respect and tributes to them.
It's a day where we remember our fallen troops.
I'm proud to be Canadian.
I'm proud to be Canadian, man.
It is important to recognize this significant day because of the sacrifices made for our well-being.
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
On Remembrance Day, we remember all the people who sacrificed their life for us to give us a better country, a better way of life. Thank you.
It means that my grandfather sacrificed his life.
Remembrance Day doesn't mean anything to me.
For people who died in wars.
Remembrance Day reminds me of my grandfather that died in the war. All violence is bad.
Violence can and cannot be justified because there are those who fight for peace and those who fight for the sake of war.
We listen to O Canada every morning to reflect on who we are, where we came from, and represent that us as Canadians are so patriotic.
Black or white, good or bad, we all bleed the same. We are all equal in the freedoms that we enjoy, and although some may pride themselves in remembering those who fought for these freedoms, others may have forgotten how to, while others just don't care. Our challenge is to rethink Remembrance Day in the 21st century, where war continues on and a thin boundary between right and wrong is often blurry. We feel as though there is a necessity to challenge and rethink Remembrance Day, knowing the cost of human life. Nevertheless, though, we should still show respect for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice of their lives to ensure the freedoms that we have today. The responsibility is ours to remember and understand why. And as we rebroadcast the poem by Jon McCrae, we ask that you listen and enjoy the words that have been said in the poem Flander's Fields. The torch is yours to continue.
In Flander's fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flander's fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flander's fields.